ようこそ私の授業へ. I'm Madame Sensei. I'm continuing to align the Duolingo skills with my in-person class. So today we're working on hiragana-san. And it's not a hard one, but I think I'm going to break it into two sections so that we can discuss more in more depth, okay? So normally I show you any particles for the skill. There's no particles for this skill. You're just learning some hiragana, if you haven't already learned it in the top bar stuff. Kanji for the skill, there's no kanji, but golly, I'd be remiss in my teacher duties if I didn't show you the really easy first grade, maybe even second grade kanji that go along with some of these words that Duolingo introduces. Grammar, there's no grammar for this skill. Sentences, I'm going to show you how to make some simple sentences. And we're going to talk about culture a lot at the end. So come along for the ride. Here's the tips. They talk about hiragana pronunciation, and I'm reminded of my friend Kento Sensei in New Zealand, who is really irritated that the tips give, of course, American pronunciation. So as soon as possible, stop reading the romaji and just read the hiragana. It will help your pronunciation a ton. All right, the first word is inu. I'm going to separate this out from another. I'm going to do another little video right after this. That's just the kanji. If you're interested in it, if you're not interested in the kanji yet, just skip it, okay? But I feel like easy kanji I ought to be introducing right now, as I would normally in the classroom. Neko, neko. Tori, tori. Me. And again, I'm going to show kanji in just a little while, but if you don't watch that video, just know that me, I know it looks an awful lot like he, but there's two lines in it. That's because this one is supposed to be an eyeball on its side. Look at my beautiful drawing right there. Okay, so if you take this and turn it on its side, you get this, not sun, okay? And you'll notice in Japanese, me, you can do an I, you can do the I, or you can just do I. It's okay. Any of those work in Japanese. Mimi. Mimi is an ear. It's supposed to look like an ear. We'll talk about that in the kanji video. Senaka. Senaka means back. Your back, like a physical back. Not like you've returned back. Just the back that you have on your body. So I got the three body parts together from this lesson. Then we've got fuyu, and they only introduce fuyu. I guess they introduced natsu also, right here, natsu. But you know, I'm a memory expert. That's how I teach, okay? I teach students to put things together in their heads so that they can retrieve them easier. So if you're learning fuyu and you're learning natsu, natsu is summer, you might as well learn spring and fall also, right? So natsu is summer, aki is fall or autumn, and haru is spring, okay? So we have fuyu, natsu, aki, haru. Put them all in your head together. We'll talk about them more in class. Cloudy, they give kumori. Kumori is the noun form. I just want to point out that when you look this word up in the dictionary, it's going to be under the verb form kumoru. Okay, kumoru, to cloud over. And then if you want to make it polite, you're going to make the ru rhyme with e, okay, which would be di, kumori, and then we can add a mas and make it polite, kumorimasu. It will cloud up, kumorimasu. All right, and then Duolingo likes to go with sunny. I've always thought of hareru as being clear, which is fine because I put that in, and of course Duolingo accepted it, and I don't even remember if I'm the one who put that word in or not. Hareru, notice that there's a sun in the kanji, okay? So it tells you something about being sunny, okay? Or the clear skies, or something like that. And then hiru, you can see I wrote noon, right? Where did I write noon? I didn't write noon here. But anyway, I wrote noon right here. There we go. I wrote noon right here. Completely acceptable. hiru gohan is your noon meal. So you could do noon, or Duolingo prefers daytime. That's fine too. Heya means room. It could be a room, could be the room, could be just room. I just wrote room there. Ie. We need to work on this for a second. Ie. All right, I know that you're going to initially not be able to hear the difference between this. This is ie, which means house. Ie means no. We have ie, house. Ie, no. You notice there's two e's here, so hold that vowel out. In the next video, I'll show you the kanji and I'll show you why it means what it means. Some people will see the kanji, though. I'll just show you right now. Some people will see it and they'll pronounce it uchi. Uchi is okay too. They both mean home or house. Soto. Oh, I've got a great kanji story for this. Soto. That's my kanji story. I'll do that on the next one. So I have shorter videos. I try hard to make my videos short so you can get up and go stretch. I haven't been very successful right now with this so far, but I will get there. Okay, so here's all the words you learn in this. And let's make the simplest of the simple sentences. We're going to take this word des. Now, des does not technically mean is. It is not technically a verb, but to translate into English, it often makes more sense to pretend like it means is. So all you need to do is take any one of these words. Inu. Inu des. It's a dog. Neko des. It's a cat. Tori des. It's a bird. Just practice plugging it in. Natsu des. It's summertime. Fuyu des. It's winter. Ie des. It's a house. It's a home. Soto des. He's outside. It's outside. We're outside. Any of that. Okay? Technically, des is just a politeness marker. Kumori des. The sky is cloudy. All right, so anytime you put the des on, it's just you're being polite. All right? One more thing I want to do, and that is teach you a little game. Okay, so this game is called Hana Hana Me, and we'll be playing it in class, but for those of you with the home version of the game, find yourself a friend who's also studying Japanese, and this is like Simon Says. It's like Simon Says meets Peekaboo, okay? Babies love this game so much. What you do is you point to your nose, and you say Hana, 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 Hana. Keep pointing to your nose. Hana, 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 Hana. And then say Me, but don't point to your eye. Maybe point to your ear instead. And if the baby points to their ear, then they're out. Okay? But if they point to their eye, because that's what you said, me, then they get to stay in the game. Okay? And then you stay on me. You go me, senaka. Okay? Back. I don't know. Point. And then you say senaka, but point anywhere else. Anywhere else you'd like to point. Okay? So it's basically Simon Says. So here are the body parts that you already know. You know me. You know mimi. You know senaka. Whoops, let me move these over so you can actually see them on my screen. Okay, here's the body parts I want you to learn so we can have fun with this game. We've got kuchi. Where's kuchi? Hold on. Here's kuchi. Kuchi is mouth. Hana is nose. Ashi is leg. Te is arm. And I meant to add onaka. Let me add onaka. Onaka is stomach. Somehow there wasn't a Duolingo picture for stomach. That's why he looks weird. There wasn't a Duolingo picture for nose, too. All right, so this game is Hana Hana Me. Start by pointing to your nose. And say me, but point anywhere else on your body. So it's a very rhythmic game. Hana, 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 Me. And then point someplace else. That's the way it always starts. I don't know why. Okay. And then when you're pointing to the new thing, let's say you mimi, 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 senaka, but point to your ashi or point somewhere. Okay. Anyone who points at their ashi is out. Anyone who's pointing at their senaka, their back, is in. Then you point to your senaka. Senaka, 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 te. Point anywhere else, okay? Te is arm. If they point to their arm or their hand, te can be arm or hand. Ashi can be leg or foot. So let me tell you again what these are. These are me, mimi, senaka, kuchi, hana, ashi, te, onaka. Have fun with this game. Try to mess up whoever you're playing with. All right, I will now start a new video explaining the kanji if you are ready to get involved in kanji. See you next time. じゃあね。